You're getting bullied at school, son? Oh, Dad, I've been trying to make it not obvious, but yeah, I've been getting bullied pretty bad. Well, the apple doesn't fall very far from the tree, I guess. Is this something that I should be worried about? Wait, I need to be a good father. What the hell did you do? Why are you getting bullied? Tell me what you did wrong. Why did the bully pick you? Tell me. Tell me how this is your fault. Whoa, Dad, calm down. I know it's completely my fault that I'm getting bullied in school. It's nobody else's fault but mine. But there's really nothing to worry about. Not everybody's gonna like you, you know? We just have to learn to live with that truth. Oh, son, no. Have I not taught you anything? Growing up is realizing that all of the opinions of the people around you about yourself are the most important, and we should base our entire self-worth, self-image, self-esteem, and anything else you want to plug self into off of their opinions. Now, when did this bullying start, and how did it start? Do you remember my teacher? Your teacher? Your teacher is bullying you? Whoa, Dad, no. That's just where the story starts to begin with. I was just making sure you knew who I was talking about. Alright, so your teacher. That poor woman, by the way. I mean, could you imagine being born that unlucky? That would be rough. I might be having a little bit of a senior moment, but I cannot remember her name. What the hell was her name again? Oh, yeah, that's okay. She's really forgettable, but her name is Miss Sadly No Sandras, but it actually might be Mrs. Sadly No Sandras now. Some people really are unlucky, son. But that is life. So what happened with Mrs. Sadly No Sandras? Alright, you're gonna think I'm making this up, but here goes. One day, before class, I'm sitting there doing math equations and crunching some numbers for the simulation. So far, so good. Well, she comes into the classroom and notices me doing math. Well, seeing as you are a male in our species, that is what you do. You do the math. Right. Well, she comes straight over to me as I'm doing the math, and I shit you not. This is as true as my dick is long, Dad. This bitch had the nerve to walk right up to me and say, "Good morning, Junior. It's very nice to have you back in class today. I'm gonna need you to put your math equations away for the time being so I can start class. Also, one of your lines of code it's wrong. It's the third code down." You're so full of shit. Whoa. Hand to the star being, I'm telling the truth right now. It's that crazy. She genuinely tried to correct my math. But she's a teacher. Doesn't she know already that she couldn't possibly even try to do that? Like, does someone have to tell her that she's a woman, or did she forget? She should know that they cannot do math. That's why we do it. Not because we don't want help, but only because they lack the ability to do so. Surely, our educators have not caught in whatever mind virus this is. We might have to pull you out of that school, son. But we can talk about that later. And was she right? Was it wrong? Oh, I never even thought about that. The thought of actually checking and seeing if she was right never even crossed my mind. It's just a waste of time to do that. She's a woman, so why even check, you know? I will never understand how something as dumb as me could make something as smart as you. It really is a crazy dimension. But you're absolutely right. So what did you say to her? Well, I didn't even say anything bad. I just told her, and told her very politely, I might add, I believe she had forgotten her place, is what I said. And I said, unless she's barefoot while pregnant, also inside of a kitchen, her opinion on math is not only unnecessary, but equally unwanted. I reminded her that while it's okay to dream, because using our imaginations is always great, and while her opinions on my math are adorable in and of themselves, I just politely let her know that she could keep them to herself or she could suck on my balls. Wait, when you told her to suck your balls, did you remember to say from the back? It's very important you say from the back, son. Whoa, Dad, I promise you, I always say from the back. When I tell someone to suck on my ball sack, I tell them as politely as I possibly can. I was not raised in a way to not show that common courtesy, that politeness for others. In fact, sometimes I even say, with respect, you can suck my balls from the back. So, obviously, I wasn't being rude. Maybe explain to me the part where they got upset. I'm not seeing how anybody could get upset about anything so far. Yeah, you're telling me. I mean, she was being real emotional. Yeah, that makes sense. That is the only thing that they're loyal to. Right. Well, there's another kid in class, and I guess he has a crush on... Well, and I say crush without full certainty. It's just an assumption at this point. It's the only thing I can deduce. Only because of the fact he's sacrificing his own self-respect in placement of a woman's feelings. But he became angry with me and thought I was insulting her for some reason. So ever since then, he's kind of had it out for me. Son, it's very mature of you to be able to recognize all of this. You know that, right? Well, I did learn from the best, you know? Son, sometimes good people like us go through the hardest struggles, and it's only because the universe knows we're strong enough to take them on. Yeah, and ever since yours and Mom's divorce, you've just taught me everything. So thank you, Dad. You're very welcome, son. You're very welcome. Cinco.